everyone. A very happy belated Republic Day to all of you. We are here to share the thorough newspaper analysis of 26th and 27th January 2023, starting with the very important editorials of the Hindu. That is first on necessary disclosure, that is about disclosing sensitive information in public, and second about the ever-growing debate of censorship in India, that is India's juggernaut of censorship, followed by some very important news updates, particularly discussing the national as well as international days, and finally, a legal news. Starting with this editorial on necessary disclosure, the Union Law Minister has claimed that there is a grave concern in the manner in which the Supreme Court Collegium has published portions of report by intelligence agencies on prospective candidates for judicial appointments. In this light, it is difficult to say that the reports of the IB or RAW in this regard were of very confidential nature. It has been argued that the reports that have been made public, there were no startling claims that had been made against the candidates, nor were there any sensitive information that could compromise the identity of the officers. Further, objections in relation to social media posts could have been raised by the government on its own. The intelligence agencies vet the candidates recommended for judicial appointment for possible criminal antecedents or misdemeanors. Followed by the next editorial on India's juggernaut of censorship. The Ministry of Information and Broadcasting has blocked over 50 tweets on Twitter that carried a link to the BBC documentary India, the Modi Question. Presently, the union government has been criticized for its opacity superseding natural justice. This editorial has certain very important legal case laws as well as legal points to discuss. Let's take a look at those. Says the Supreme Court of India, in the case of Cricket Association of Bengal, recognized that the right to receive and impart information is implicit in free speech. Therefore, any restriction must involve a show cause and a chance to the author to defend themselves and record their reasons. The government, however, did not subscribe to any of this and had 45 tweets removed. This action goes against the findings of the Shreya Singhal versus Union of India case, wherein blocking powers under Section 69A were subject to reasons to be recorded in writing in such blocking order so that they may be assailed in a writ petition. The blocking has been made under Rule 16.3 of the IT rules and Section 69A of the IT Act 2000 that allow for emergency blocking. The term emergency has, however, not been legislatively defined anywhere. The expedited process weakens the already minimal checks by bypassing a committee and also eliminating the opportunity to be heard. Coming on to the news update, the first news update is particularly important from banking exams point of view. It tells us about AU Bank launching credit card offering platform SwipeU. With this platform, AU Bank will provide an opportunity to other credit card holders to upgrade their card to one of AU credit cards. Customers can upgrade credit card limit, cashback, reward, points with quick end-to-end digital process so that the card can match their current lifestyle. The information that we need to remember here is that SwipeU has been launched by the AU Bank. The next three news items talks about some very important days. So now we know that 26th January is not only just celebrated as Republic Day in India, it is also the International Customs Day. So it's celebrated on 26th January, the day on which the maiden session of the World Customs Organization was held. My question to you here is, where are the headquarters of World Customs Organization? Please do comment in the chat box below with your answers. The next news item is about celebration of Tourism Day, that is on January 25th. It has been celebrated since 1948. And along with the National Tourism Day, another national day which is celebrated on 25th of January is the National Voters Day. National Voters Day is celebrated on 25th of January to encourage the youth to participate in vote in the electoral process. This day is being celebrated since 2011 across the country to mark the foundation of Election Commission of India, which came into existence on 25th January 1950. R.V. Prassad honored the Most Distinguished Scientist of the Year Award 2022. The award was given by the Information and Broadcasting Minister Anurag Thakur at Vigyan Bhavan in New Delhi. Government launches UWIN, digitizes Universal Immunization Program, electronic register for routine vaccines is going to be the purpose of UWIN. IndiGrid to acquire 100% stake in Khargone Transmission. IndiGrid signed a binding share purchase agreement for acquiring 100% equity interest in Khargone Transmission Limited from Sterlite Power for an enterprise value of 14,975 million rupees. Odisha Cabinet approves inclusion of 22 castes in state list of SEBC. Article 15.4 of the Constitution of India enables the state to make any special provisions for the advancement of any socially and educationally backward classes of citizens. We know that this was added in Article 15.4 via an amendment. Coming on to the legal updates, in the case of MS Platinum Rent A Car India Private Limited versus MS Quest Offices Limited, NCLAT Chennai has held no condonation beyond 45 days, and in this scenario, the IBC overrides the Limitation Act. Section 238 of IBC overrides Section 12 of the Limitation Act. If a statute requires a certain remedy to be exercised in a particular manner and time, then the same cannot be exercised in any other manner except for the one that was specified. This was held by Justice M. Venugopal, who was sitting as a judicial member, and Ms. Shrisha Merla, who was sitting as a technical member. So friends, these were the news updates and thorough newspaper analysis for today. Do follow us for more similar updates, and all the best to all of you who are appearing for various legal competitive exams. Thank you.